Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Sport. Yesterday, Arsenal took on Aston Villa and Aston Villa set off some fireworks at the Emirates with an emphatic 3-0 win at Arsenal. It's a result that I didn't see coming. Today I'm joined by Seb Drew and Luke Tanner and we're going to dissect what happened in that game. Okay boys, we all know before getting into this video that we've had some choice words about Arsenal in previous weeks. It's more than safe to say that this is now the time to get even more grievances out in the open to do with Arsenal, or maybe showing some bit of love to please those gunners out there. They're going to start off with you, Seb. You watched the game of football, and we were
I,
discussing it off the bench before coming on to air. Let's
I,
just dissect this. Tell us about that.
so I mean, I like seeing Arteta's style of play, the way he plays. It can make for some interesting matches and for some really nice goals, but then for some, I mean, you can see like yesterday, just a shambles. It's unfortunate, isn't it? Because there's such a there's a system that's implemented in Arteta's play that Arsenal fans want to see going forward, and it must be disheartening to see that it's not working against the likes of Aston Villa. And actually not just not working against Aston Villa, but getting beat 3-0. I mean, they were poor. They were absolutely poor. You have to say it how it is. And we talked last week about how they were good against Manchester United. We talked the week before how they were poor against Leicester. So it's ups and downs. I mean, it's not two steps forward, one step back. It's one step forward and one step back for Arsenal. This is the pure definition of stagnation. I mean, they're not getting anywhere with this. And this playing out from the back, I've mentioned it before, is it bringing them a lot? I love seeing the goals that they create. The one against Fulham was a brilliant one, but Villa just thought, okay, then, I mean, Leicester firstly thought, let's sit off, it's not going to do anything. And then Villa thought as well, let's push them and they'll lose the ball. Arteta needs to find different solutions. He needs to find more creativity in midfield because at the moment it's not working. And the best chances Arsenal had, which were limited, were probably when they got the ball long in behind. And even then it wasn't great. So I think I'd be disheartened if I was an Arsenal fan. I wouldn't see much potential for this Arteta project going forward.
So, Luke, safe to say that you've been a big critic of Arsenal in the past. And I think before coming on to air, we were discussing Arsenal's defenders and goalkeeping positions. And obviously, you're not a big fan of defenders. You've previously said that Kieran Tierney's the best defender. Is that right?
Yeah, so obviously in our group chat, it's someone brought up saying that Arsenal's defence is still raw in quality. And I said the only quality defenders they have are Gabriel and Tierney. But the thing is, like when you bring in quality, but they're playing with shit, they're going to get shit. And unfortunately, that is what is happening, especially with Tierney. When Arsenal fans bought him, they bought him injured, by the way. Right? When he said, like, when he's fit, he's going to be the best left back in the league, better than Robertson.
No one
He's
was
playing that
saying
left
that.
centre
No
back.
one was saying that, Luke.
You've not been watching Arsenal fan
No.
TV
Oh,
because
but
they've been saying
Arsenal
it over
fan
there.
TV is not a reference, Luke. Let's give proper media proper credit. Let's not give. Let's not give. I mean, ridiculous hyperbolic medias like Arsenal fan TV the voices that they don't deserve. I mean, no one else is saying that Kieran Tierney was going to be the best in the league. We said there was potential, and there still is. He's what, 23?
Yeah, there's still
potential, and
potential.
he's showing to be
him.
versatile. He's being versatile playing at centre back. I mean, he's doing okay. Yesterday was not a great day.
I feel
He can
so
play
sorry
left back.
for him. I feel so sorry for him because he probably came in thinking, playing at left centre back. Play that at fucking Scotland. I want to play left back. My position, left back. And like, I feel like that. I don't get Arsenal. Like, I don't know what they want.
But this is modern football. The three at the back. You don't play three natural centre backs now. That's not how it works. Otherwise, you get no creativity going towards in midfield. So
there's no creativity in that team anyway.
Look at West Ham with the way they play five at the back or three at the back, if you want to call it. They have Cresswell, a left back. England play with Kyle Walker. Every single team that plays with three at the back has that one player who can push on a bit with the ball. And that's just what Tierney is in this Arteta system. Now, I think there are other problems, like the fact that there is no
There's
creativity in midfield.
major problems
Well,
at
I
that
I was
club.
hearing that Thomas Partey was supposed to be this massive creating midfielder, and yeah,
He's not a
he
great
should.
midfielder.
No. He can create and also go from box to box. He's a versatile midfielder. Apparently, I can't say I've seen him enough, but I haven't seen it yet. And his passes that he's tried go wayward. He's not got support from Lacazette or Aubameyang at the moment. We've got to talk about that. I mean, Arsenal were poor to concede 3 goals.
Can we talk about Aubameyang? Because I saw a thing about, like, I know some people don't like XG, expected goals.
Well, he's not here, Jamie, so we can go talk about it as much as possible.
XG, his expected goals without penalties is king abysmal. It's abysmal.
It's lower than Mitrovic's, I think.
Like, it's not even like 0.01. It's 0.0 for some of the games. Like, he's not doing anything. And the fact is, like, I was like, do Arsenal cash in on Aubameyang? Like, are you going to get that level of productivity again off the left?
So,
and if there was no COVID, I reckon he would have gone. I reckon that Arsenal would have been able to move him on.
I reckon AC Milan might have come in for him, but
Barcelona,
Barcelona wouldn't have had the money, maybe, but
I just don't get it. You've now given him £375,000 a week, right, to score goals. He scored 2 goals this season. One of them was from the penalty spot, and one of them was against Fulham, which are arguably the worst team in this league.
West Brom.
Right?
I'd go for West Brom.
yeah, like one of the worst teams in this league, right?
So yeah, in all competitions, he scored 3 goals. His XG is 2.7 goals, and let's not forget that a penalty is 1 in XG. So
I think it's like 0.75 XG.
Yeah,
for a penalty. You're not guaranteed.
We can round it up. I mean,
but thing is, that's a problem. He's a problem.
No,
right?
He's playing out on the left wing, and that's Arteta's fault. That's not his fault.
Yeah, again, right? He scored goals off the left. Like, it's not like last season. Last season, he played off the left.
Yeah, but he doesn't bring that forward.
Goals.
He doesn't take the ball from his own half, bring the ball forward, and then score.
I reckon that he's declined. I've reckoned, like, he's 31.
Yeah, he's 31.
Like, I know, like, the goal. Like, I know, like, Lewandowski, Vardy, Messi, Ronaldo. You know, they're getting to the 30s, but some of them looking like they're getting better. They're playing through the middle.
Their game, probably more.
Yeah, adapting their game. Right, and
Aubameyang was never really an intelligent player. I mean, this is not new. He relied so heavily on his pace. Yeah, but he did rely a lot on his pace.
I just feel like that Arsenal are. I don't know. It's such a funny thing because, like, I like. Does Arsenal make me laugh? They're so funny. Like, the fan base just makes me laugh because fans are saying trust the Arteta process. He's got a worse record than Emery. Right? Emery had a worse squad than what Arteta has now.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, I think that's.
And like, again, point, like the club from the top.
But Arsenal are going to get nowhere if they keep firing managers. And who would they? I mean, I'm not saying that they will fire Arteta or that they should, but who would they bring in realistically?
But that's the thing. Like, that's the thing.
Because if they're going to bring in someone, it's going to be another ex-player. And
you know what they should have done?
Don't say Patrick Vieira.
When? No, come on. No way. I'm against Gerrard getting the job at Liverpool. Like, let's not talk about legends getting jobs here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who was available when Emery got sacked?
Well, we're talking Ancelotti, wasn't it?
Jose Mourinho.
That's true.
Could have gone in there. I know, like, Arsenal fans say, oh, but he plays defensive football and like that. Tottenham are the second highest goal scorers in this league.
But they've got Harry Kane.
And you're telling me Jose's sitting on his arse, wanting to play part of football?
No, that's
like, Jose would have put a rocket up some of them players' arse. Like, brought in a bit of mentality, a bit of winning mentality. right?
Yeah, I
Because
think that's
Hector
what
Belling's
lacks. I
going
mean,
saying like he doesn't like people's attitude, like he didn't like Alexis Sanchez's attitude wanting to win. And
yeah, you
I'm like,
mentioned that the other
what?
week, but
You
if you, I just think if you've got someone like Rob Holding at centre back, you're not going anywhere.
and
I just
Arsenal
think
fans
that
rated
says
him
it all.
under Emery. Rated him under Emery, like, oh, Rob Holding. We're going to pin our hopes on an
Yet again,
average
Luke. I mean, if
defender.
you're counting on Arsenal fan TV, I'm not going to call it a legitimate, reliable source.
Okay.
Sorry.
But like some
Right.
Arsenal fans, I'm
Right.
not mentioning that, but like they're pinning their hopes on players who just aren't good enough. Like you look at that team, Mustafi not good enough.
World Cup winner,
David Luiz would say good enough. Debatable.
Champions League winner.
Rob Holding not good enough.
Uh,
To go to the Lasinac not good enough.
Kolasinac,
You go into the midfield. El Neni not good enough.
he played well against United. He has shown that
Oh
he
come
can
on,
be
that's
decent.
one game. Come
No,
on.
I know,
that's one
but
game.
you can't
Yeah.
just
Yeah, I know.
say he can't play well when he has.
All right.
Right, like
Danny Ceballos, Mr. Spin on the bottle cap.
Luke, lads, right. I feel like we're focusing too much on Arsenal's shortcomings here. I want to bring in Aston Villa, okay?
Ballers.
Because they played some fantastic football yesterday, and I feel like we're focusing too much on Arsenal here and their shortcomings. We should be focusing on Aston Villa and the positivity. So obviously, for me yesterday, I thought Jack Grealish and Ross Barkley ran the show in midfield.
Just a shame Southgate's going to screw him over.
Jack Grealish. I'd argue Jack Grealish is better this season than last season. He's carrying the
seven games, right? 4 goals and 5 assists.
He's and even when he's not scored, he's outstanding. He's brilliant. And
you know, I'm so glad that Aston Villa gave Arsenal the slapping that they deserved, because it shows that Liverpool game was not just a one-off. It shows that Villa have the potential.
But I mean, I don't think Dean Smith is a great manager. I'd question everything that he does tactically. But what he does with Aston Villa is almost a Carlo Ancelotti style. Go play your football, lads, and do what you want as long as you get that ball in the net. And that's what Ross Barkley loves. I mean, Ross Barkley was the most ill-disciplined player. I mean, I'm not talking red cards and all that, but tactically just couldn't stick a position down. And now under Dean Smith, he can do what he wants, and he's playing. He's having the time of his life next to Jack Grealish. I think it's brilliant. I love it, and I also thought that Watkins should have been bought by any other club. I said the 28 million, you just pay for it. I know Callum Wilson's doing well for Newcastle, but I said I'd have preferred. Well, I don't prefer Newcastle, but if you're going to spend that money, you could have gone for Watkins. Then weeks later, Aston Villa went in for Watkins, and I thought
I feel like that
he's had bad matches, but I'm confident he will grow into this position, into this league even.
When Villa stayed up, which was debatable because they should have got relegated off that dodgy goal line tech call against Sheffield United. But they could have gone one or two ways. We do that again, like we try and survive, or you splash the big money to make sure that doesn't happen again. Villa
bought well, haven't they? They bought well.
Yeah,
Martinez, I think, and Cash. I mean, they looked at where they needed to buy players because, Konsa sometimes play right back. El Mohamedi, it was bad. So get Cash in, get a goalkeeper who stay fit, Martinez, and then a striker because Samata was not good enough. Trezeguet played up top sometimes, not good enough.
Wesley's coming back from his ACL injury.
Yeah, but that's different, isn't it? But get a striker who will get goals. And Watkins is a very adaptable striker. He was a winger early on in his career.
Like a year or I think it was like 18 months ago, Brentford turned him into a striker.
Yeah, that's the point. He wasn't a striker, but he's adapted his game, and this is useful for Aston Villa. Even if now they want to play counter-attacking style, they can do that. They can do that with Watkins. So I think it's great business. I did question Villa, and I thought they might go down because it'll take too long to get the players welded in. But no, they won't go down. I don't think they will go down. I think even Jack Grealish is too good to get a team relegated.
I just feel like that, like Villa kept Jack Grealish, kept him happy and gave him a new bumper deal. So there's no way he's going. You've got more creativity to sort of like lessen the burden on him with a smart bit of loan.
And that shows as well. That shows when you see Ross Barkley linking up to get a goal with Watkins. It shows that there's less burden on Jack Grealish.
Yeah, and Conser and Mings, good solid partnership. Don't particularly rate Mings that highly, but it's a good solid Premier League defender. Yeah, again, that back four, apart from Martinez, all English.
Well, and all of them have played every single 90 minutes so far this season. No, wait, Cash has missed 45 minutes. Anyway,
Yeah,
they play all the games together.
It
mainly
shows that
there's a unity there, and that's what
Villa are
wrong.
going to do well. Keep Watkins fit. Keep Watkins and Grealish fit. They're going to have a good season.
Yeah,
top 10.
Can I ask one question then? It's a big question. Will Aston Villa get European football?
No. Nope.
I mean, when you see, I like the way they lost 3-0 to Leeds. They lost 4-3 to Southampton. They got back in the game against Southampton, but there are games like that are going to get away from them, and too many of them. So I wouldn't. A top 10, they might push, for that 7th place, almost a similar way to Sheffield did last season, but they'll finish mid-table, I think. Yeah.
Yes, good. And Ross Barkley should count himself unlucky he's not in the England squad.
Yep, I'd say as well. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, talk about that in another video.
In another video shortly. So that's it for another video on Let's Talk Sport. Thanks to Seb and Luke for joining us for this one. Will Aston Villa get Europe? Are Arsenal and Arteta's time coming to an end? I don't know. But thanks for watching. Subscribe, and we'll see you all very soon.